Hi, I'm Terry from Ben & Biscuits Boarding and Training Facility, and this is Albert. Albert's done really, really well. Excellent little dog. Hey, don't make a liar out of me. Stay. I'm using like a, Albert, sit. I think this is like a 5-foot leash, but it can be 5 or 6 feet. And I use a prong collar when I'm heeling him. Okay, I'm not sure. I think you said you have one of these, but I can't remember. A prong collar. And through all these exercises, the dog will be at my left side. When you work him at home, he will always be at your left side. If one of us works on the left side, the other one works with him on the right side, he'll get confused. So everybody keep him on the left side. We're going to use hand signals and verbal commands through all this. It's going to be the heel unleash, the sit stay, the down stay, the recall. We're going to work with hand signals. When we return, we'll come back to the heel unleash. Okay, like I said, dog is at your left side. When we start walking, I'm just going to ask him to heel. And anybody can drag the dog around like this. We don't want to do that. We just want to keep it loose. He's a little bit of a sniffer, so hey, trying to discourage that. So instead of keeping it tight like this when we're heeling him, keep it a little bit loose. When you're walking, you don't even have to look. When that leash becomes tight, you know he's pulling to go somewhere other than where you're at, so it's just a little pull and release and tell him to heel. It's just pull it real quick. It's important to release as fast as it is, as quickly as it is to pull it. Just a pull and release real quick, and then what it does, it gets tight on his neck and then releases, and it makes a correction. So here we're going to go with a heel and see how he does. Ready, Albert? All right, let's heel. Good boy. Good boy. See when he sniffs a little bit? I just give a little pull and release. When you stop, he should automatically sit. Good boy, heel. Good boy. Come on, Albert. Good boy. Come on. Come on. That's a good boy. That's a good boy, Albert. Look at you. When you stop, he should automatically sit. Exercise finished. Praise your dog. Good boy. Okay, for his sit stay, the hand signal, the first one you need to remember is bring your hand up like this. That means to sit. So I tell him to sit as I bring my hand up, and he already knows that. This is going to be a sit stay, so we're going to tell him to sit and tell him to stay. The second hand signal to stay, put the hand on his face, tell him to stay. Reinforce that as you walk out to the end of your leash. And he does well at that, but you have to reinforce it. Do all this stuff with a leash on. I know you were doing a little bit of this with treats off leash. Do away with the treats and keep the leash on, and you'll get better results in the end. We can do the off leash later on. Okay, so we're going to do a sit. Reinforce the word stay. 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 You're just going to stand here at the end of your leash. Stay. Just for like 5 seconds. Stay. Reinforce stay when you come back. Stay. Exercise finished. Praise your dog. Okay, this is going to be his down stay. It's going to be exactly like the sit stay. One thing I want to say that's very important, I think I remember when you all were here visiting him before, when you come back from the sit stay and down stay, when you come back, don't release. You need to make sure you release him. So when you come back and all the way back here where you were, I let him stay there for a second or two, tell him to stay, then say exercise finished or free or whatever you want to tell him and praise him. If you don't, stay. When you're walking back like this and you reach down like that, he's going to break that command before. He needs to be released from you. Down the road, later on down the road, you'll benefit a lot from that. So you get back here and don't let him get up or do anything until you release him. Okay, so the down stay, you're going to turn and face him. Again, he's in a sit. Turn and face him. You're going to put your finger right to the ground and tell him to down. Then you're going to tell him to look at that. And then you're going to tell him to stay and walk to the end of your leash just like you did the sit stay. Okay, so it's a down. Good boy. Stay. Reinforce the word stay. Stay. And again, you're just going to stay here. I wouldn't go any more than 5 seconds to start out with. Then you can work your way up to 10, 15, 30 seconds or longer. Stay. Stay. Remember, you're going to release him when you get back here. Stay. Hey, come on, Albert. Good boy. Exercise finished. Okay, the last thing's going to be his recall. Again, put him at your left side. You're going to tell him to sit, tell him to stay. You're going to walk to the end of your leash. And the last hand signal, and when you tell him to come, is you're going to bring your hand to your chest. Tell him with a nice excited voice like you want him to come to you. And sometimes you'll probably see me, I'll take a little step back as I do because you want him to come to you. And then when he comes, hopefully he's going to sit at my feet. But basically what we're trying to do, later on down the road when he's off leash and he's getting in trouble, when you call him, you just want him to come to you. Okay, so let's see how he does. Sit, you're already sitting, good boy. Stay, stay. Albert, come. Exercise finished. Good boy, Albert. Okay, for a conclusion, Albert's done really, really good. Going in and out of doorways. I tell him to sit and stay. I walk through the doorway first. I haven't been real particular with him. But what I'll do is I'll tell him to sit and stay, and then I'll open the door. If he gets up, I'll make sure I put him back in a sit. I walk through the door. I get about almost through the door, and I tell him to come, and he comes right on through with me. I do it in and out of the kennel every day. So at home, if somebody comes to the door or you're going out the door, it's always kind of it can be an inconvenience. It can trip you up. It can be, just not a very well-behaved thing if you open the door and the dog is always the first one that wants to bust out through there. What I do, I don't care if I got just me or if there's 4 people. I make everybody else go out first and he sits and waits. He's the last one to go through. And he already understands that now, but it'll just become at home a ritual. He'll understand that's the way it's to be. And it's just a much better behaved dog and easier for everybody if that is learned. The jumping on me, I just tell him off like this. Off. Good boy. If he gets really excited and if you see me for the first time, off. Then I reach down like this and I just hold him down. I pet him, give him all of his attention down here. He hasn't tried to jump on me too much at all anymore, but he still will try it occasionally. He's such a good boy. I'm gonna miss the little devil, but he's very, very well behaved. He really is. Got a good dog. I wouldn't just say that. He's a good little boy. I think later on, when he grows up a little bit more, you get a little bit more time under your belt with him on a leash at home. I think he could do the off leash here later on. I don't think there's any question. I think the biggest thing that would hang him up right now is his sniffing. There is a lot of other smells here, but he's constantly got a smell where he thinks there's another smell, almost like an unneutered male would do. But anyway, once he got past that, I think he could do the off lead very good. So it's something that you can consider. If there's no need for it, there's no need to spend the money and do it. But I think he's one of the ones that not every dog can learn that, but I think he could. So I've really enjoyed working with him. Thank you very much. Good